13 years ago. The first thing that comes to mind when I look at these pictures, I want to say this was my first home start with this team, West Virginia Power. These were our throwback jerseys. At this point in my career, I had never been to West Virginia. I didn't realize how freaking muggy it was on the East Coast. That was back when I was still kind of a guy, so I had a Rawlings deal and I was going with the modified basket P. The year prior to this, I had just had my worst season. When I was 19, I was in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization and ended the year with like an 8 ERA, led the league in like home runs given up, and I was just flat out terrible. Decided to make an arm slot adjustment. Just like one little thing, my brain latched on to like, oh, that's different. That's going to give us some confidence. And then I became a sinker baller, traded to Pittsburgh. Looking at these pictures now, like this was probably arguably my best statistical year, 2012, being in low A. From one year to another, you can just change so much mentally. Don't think just because you're in a position in the here and now where your confidence is so down, don't think that you can find one little thing or have one day that changes so much for you internally and mentally. For me, it was an arm slot adjustment, basically a new pitch, learning the sinker, and just that mindset switch, dude, allowed me to just go out and have a little bit more confidence. I've always been a thinker on the mound, and looking back at my career now, I'm able to see like, oh, that year, it's not that I turned this off. I don't think that's something that a thinker could do. It was more just I targeted my thoughts and I targeted my mind than different to target it to, aside from just like, man, I hope I don't freaking give up a barrel here. You know what I'm saying? Couple encouragements for you younger ballers out there. Huge piece about baseball is like you're one switch away, one change away from kind of resetting mentally and being put back into a position of obtaining a little bit higher confidence. Just because you're in a tough mental state right now doesn't mean you're going to be in that same mental state weeks down the road. You always have the power to change your confidence, create an environment that instills a little bit more confidence. There's always a fine line, someone that wants to play around and tinker with new things in an effort to get a little bit more mentally confident, or just kind of trigger your mental thoughts a little bit different. You always have something to look forward to when you're working on something, and it kind of lowers the expectation. But don't get caught in the trap where you're constantly working on something and then therefore you constantly are losing or not even obtaining an identity, right? Hope you guys enjoyed that. I need a favor from you. I'd like to share my journey. That was the whole goal of creating the brand in the first place. If you like this content, like this Carousel Johnson, comment below, let me know. Because if you don't, dude, and it doesn't perform well, I'm probably not gonna do it. And the same thing with my cooking videos, dude. It takes so much time because everyone wants me to do cooking videos and eating videos, and then I do them and you guys don't do anything about them. You don't watch them, you don't comment, you don't affirm me. So here I am. All right. Let me know. Much love. See ya.